Given the central place of labor relations in public management, it is useful to briefly canvass its role in current public administration theory and practice. The final quarter of the 20th century was a time of economic flux and uncertainty, energy crises, stagflation, and the beginnings of the demise of the labor movement during the 1970s, global competition and deindustrialization in the 1980s, and the new economy of the 1990s. What emerged through programs of deregulation and privatization were doctrines and policies advocating reliance on the market to allocate society's resources. The approach saw its fullest explanation in the initial decade of the new millennium, as markets were regarded as good, efficient, nonpartisan, and objective. Public provision of goods and services was seen as an obstacle to economic development, as neoliberalism became the dominant ideology through which economic activity was to be understood. The rise and decline of unions in contemporary history is well documented. Viewed as the champion of the underdog, organized labor was influential in many policy debates, like trade, taxes, fair labor standards, social security, civil rights, public education, healthcare, equal pay for women, and workplace safety. Its gains went well beyond the on-the-job concerns, transforming the lives of all Americans and helping build the middle class. During the next 30 years, labor's clout diminished as the efforts of the 1947 Taft-Hartley Act and the 1959 Landrum-Griffith Act became manifest. The union movement, in fact, has been on the defensive to protect fair labor standards established during the New Deal, as pay and benefits have largely plateaued during the past 30 years. A victim of its earlier success in improving compensation and working conditions, organized labor came to be viewed as just another special interest, unsuited to a changing economy and unjustly protective of marginal employees. In the public arena, after a dramatic rise in the 1960s and 1970s, union membership flattened in the 1980s and has remained stagnant due to chronic fiscal stress, limited government growth, privatization, and taxpayer hostility. Important facets of the labor management relations include its evolution, legal basis, and collective bargaining procedures.